Okay, so I made this bag because sometimes when I don't have pockets and I have leggings on, it's easy to just work, do anything that I really need to do with it. And it's been kind of a hit around town. So I said, okay, let me make another one. Alright, so in this video, I'm showing you the same bag, and what I'm going to do is measure it because I had a pattern somewhere, but anyway, we can recreate it. The bag is shy of 10 by 11, so what I'm going to do is cut it out at 10 by 11, and that's going to give it the seam allowance that's needed to sew it together. And what I'm going to do is I have 2 sheets of regular printer paper, and I'm going to create a pattern just to show you guys how I made it. But of course, first I need to tape my paper together so I don't have to worry about it shifting and moving around. I'm going to tape it on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over and write on the other side. That way I don't have any interference when it's time to like draw my line. I don't have to worry about it, smudging or anything like that. So I'm just going to pop some tape up here. Okay, now we can actually do some measuring. And I'm going to use a Sharpie because actually it'll be easier for you to see the Sharpie in the video. But you can use whatever you like. Yeah, so we're going to take our measuring tape, and I actually turned it the opposite way. That way I can go ahead and mark my line. This is my 11-inch mark. And then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do me a 10-inch mark. Then I grab my ruler because I realized I didn't have it when I sat down. So yeah, I'm going to take this ruler, and this was like one of those rulers that you get from Home Depot. It was like $2. It was a while ago. But anyways, I'm going to take this and I'm going to measure it. Well, draw a line. And then I'm going to turn it the other way and make sure those lines intersect. And then after I drew it, my line was crooked. And I was like, we need to fix that because we need this bag as straight as possible. So yeah, I just redrew that one. And then I'm going to take my regular scissors and cut this out. Now what I need to do, I'm going to sit my bag on top of it to show you how it looks on top of the pattern and where you can see the actual seam allowance that is already provided in this pattern. So as you can see, I have enough room to go around it, and what I'm going to do is fold this paper in half, and I'm going to curve the edges. Now you can use anything that you have circular, so I grabbed the closest thing to me, which was a washer. I could have used the tape that was in front of me. But either way, we just need something to draw that half circle or quarter of a circle to curve this bag. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut that out. Now, the first time I created this bag, I did not add this part, but I'm going to do it this time because it's a little easy to see where the zipper goes in the bag when you have it clearly laid out. So for this bag, what I'm going to do is lay this one down as a template, and I'm going to measure from the top to the part where I'm going to add my zipper on the fabric, and that's about 3.5 inches. So that same 3.5 inches, I'm going to take and put a mark there with my marker so I can find it the next time I need it. The zipper that I purchased, I believe is 7 inches, but to make it work for my bag, I had to do a little finagling my first time around. But anyway, so here I am measuring across the bag, and I need to find my center point. And of course, I'm going to divide 11 by half. It's going to give me 5.5. And that's going to be my center point. And from my center point, I'm going to count an inch to the left 3 times, and I'm going to count an inch to the right 3 times, and that's going to give me my 7 inches for my zipper size. So basically, I'm measuring out the center point, and I'm trying to create 7 inches for my zipper. So with the height of the zipper, I'm going to add that in there, and then I'm going to draw another line, a parallel line for the other side of the zipper, if that makes sense. So I'm really just drawing a square to be able to insert my zipper. And you can always just measure the one that you already have. And honestly, you don't have to make the pattern this way, but I just wanted to make it easier to be able to insert my zipper this time. And I wanted a pattern that made a little bit more sense. And once I finish this one, I'm going to cut that piece out. That way I can lay my zipper within that piece. And of course, that's going to be traced on the bag when it's time to make the bag. And then I'm just going to be a little extra and add a little, couple little slashes going down to, I guess you could say, mimic a zipper a little bit. I was going to use my ruler to do these lines, but I decided not to. So I just drew like a triangle at the end, because a lot of times that's how people remind themselves to cut those corners out. But anyway, that's just what I felt like drawing. But yeah, so basically that is the bag portion. Now for the strap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the existing strap and excuse me, I'm going to use my tape measure and measure that one. Now I'm not going to add the knot in because the knot is optional, but without the knot it's like 49 inches. Now keep in mind, I make sure at least an inch can go within the bag to where I can stitch it and make sure the strap is strong and won't move or anything. So I have 49 inches for my strap, You can add an inch to it if you need to ensure that it fits. But 49 is fine. And for the bag is 10 inches by 11 inches, and you're pretty much just gonna round the bottom of it. Yeah, that's how I made the pattern.